soldiers, sailors, and airmen of the Allied Expeditionary Force. You are about to embark upon the great crusade toward which we have striven these many months. The eyes of the world are upon you. The hopes and prayers of liberty-loving people everywhere march with you. In company with our brave allies and brothers in arms on other fronts, you will bring about the destruction of the German war machine, the elimination of Nazi tyranny over the oppressed peoples of Europe, and security for ourselves in a free world. Your task will not be an easy one. Your enemy is well-trained, well-equipped, and battle-hardened. He will fight savagely. But this is the year 1944. Much has happened since the Nazi triumphs of 1940-41. The United Nations have inflicted upon the Germans great defeats in open battle, man to man. Our air offensive has seriously reduced their strength in the air and their capacity to wage war on the ground. Our home fronts have given us an overwhelming superiority in weapons and munitions of war, and placed at our disposal great reserves of trained fighting men. The tide has turned. The free men of the world are marching together to victory. I have full confidence in your courage, devotion to duty, and skill in battle. We will accept nothing less than full victory. Good luck, and let us all beseech the blessing of Almighty God upon this great and noble undertaking.
And many old and famous states have fallen, or may fall, into the grip of the Gestapo and all the odious apparatus of the Nazi rule. We shall not flag or fail. We shall go on to the end. We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender! And if, which I do not for a moment believe, this island or large part of it were subjugated and starving, then our empire, beyond the seas, armed and guarded by the British fleet, would carry on the struggle until in God's good time, the new world, with all its power and might, steps forth to the rescue and the liberation of the old.
When you get to the end of your life, don't get there looking back with regret, knowing you should have stood for something greater than the life you lived. Looking back in regret, knowing your heart was bigger than the little life you lived, knowing you cared deeply for a cause greater than you, but you let fear stand in the way of your voice being heard, fear of judgment, fear of others' opinions.
Whatever you believe in, live that. Don't be scared of the opinions of others. If they don't stand tall with you, they aren't right for you. You have good in your heart, and you need to stand for that. I don't know what it is for you, but you do. You have things you want to fight for. You have causes you need to fight for. You have causes and people needing you to stand up for them. Stand strong in your convictions. Stand tall for what is right. Not just right for you, right for all. Right for humanity. Right for the peace on this planet. Stand up to life. Stand up to your challenges. Stand up to your demons. Stand for what you believe in. Stand up. Fight for your dreams without compromising the good in you. You can still reach the top without stomping on anyone to get there. You can have it all while giving all of you to the world.
Zig Ziglar once said, "With integrity, you have nothing to fear, since you have nothing to hide. With integrity, you will do the right thing, so you will have no guilt."
It's about living with integrity, living with pride in your soul.
There's no faster way to inner peace than knowing you do what is right. Every step of every day. Living with integrity, leading with your heart and soul, and living with love inside you. How do you know what you're standing for is the right thing? As Oprah Winfrey once said, "You always know it's the right thing when in the end there is peace."
Lou Holtz had 3 rules I think you should follow. He said, "I follow 3 rules. Do the right thing, do the best you can, and always show people you care." The time is always right to do the right thing, to stand tall for the right thing, to speak for the right thing, to give your heart and soul to the right thing.
Stand up to life. Stand up to your challenges. Stand for what you believe in.